बूस्टर को यान से पृथक कर दिया गया है। इसमें लगे जेटिसनिंग मोटर की मदद से उसे यान से सफलतापूर्वक और सुरक्षापूर्वक पृथक कर दिया जाता है।
We are 160 seconds into the flight. Current altitude 104 kilometers.
वर्तमान में L110 यानी द्वितीय चरण प्रज्वलित है।
Payload fairing separated plus 3 minutes. Closed loop guidance initiated.
यान से ऊष्मा कवच को पृथक कर दिया गया है। अब यान 123 किलोमीटर की ऊंचाई पर प्राप्त कर चुका है और वर्तमान में यान क्लोज लूप गाइडेंस के अंतर्गत स्वतः दिशा निर्धारण कर रहा है।
The closed loop guidance has been initiated for LVM-3 launch vehicle. Hereafter, the rocket will use real-time data from onboard sensors to continuously correct its flight path. The payload fairing has been already jettisoned as the rocket has cleared the dense atmosphere.
तरल नोदक पर आधारित यह चरण 2 उच्च प्रणोद वाले विकास इंजन की मदद से कुल 1600 किलो न्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न करते हैं। इंजन की अधिकतम प्रभावी क्षमता प्राप्त करने के लिए ईंधन और ऑक्सीडाइजर का खास अनुपात मिलाकर यह प्राप्त किया जाता है। इस चरण का प्रज्वलन का लगभग 200 सेकंड का होगा। इस चरण में यान में लगे एक्सेलेरोमीटर और जायरोस की मदद से इंजन जिम्बल किया जाता है और यह क्लोज लूप गाइडेंस के अंतर्गत अपनी दिशा निर्धारण करता है।
First stage performance normal.
The second stage L110 is continuing its operation. The two Vikas engines together generating 1600 kilonewton thrust. The tracking station at Sriharikota continues to track.
जी हाँ, यान पूर्णतः सामान्य निष्पादन करता हुआ अपेक्षित पथ का अनुकरण करता हुआ उद्दिष्ट मिशन की ओर बढ़ रहा है।
Stage authorization issued.
तृतीय चरण यानी क्रायो स्टेज चरण को अनुमोदित कर दिया गया है।
Shar and Bollywood ground stations continue to acquire data.
L110 stage separated. Cryo stage ignition command. Cryo stage ignition confirmed.
यहाँ सभी वैज्ञानिकों के लिए ये एक हर्ष का पल होता है। रेंज निदेशक द्वारा भी इसकी पुष्टि की गई। द्वितीय चरण को सफलतापूर्वक बनकर यान से पृथक कर दिया गया है तथा अंतिम चरण तृतीय चरण प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है।
Now the third stage of LVM-3 rocket, the cryogenic stage, has commenced its operation.
Cryo stage performance normal.
It is thrusting nominally with 28.6 tons of cumulative propellant loading of liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. The engine develops 200 kilonewtons thrust.
LVM-3 रॉकेट के ऊपरी चरण जो कि क्रायोजेनिक अपर स्टेज कहलाता है, क्योंकि इसमें क्रायो ईंधन लिक्विड हाइड्रोजन तथा लिक्विड ऑक्सीजन का प्रयोग होता है। यह इंजन गैस टरबाइन की मदद से लगभग 200 किलो न्यूटन का सामान्य प्रणोद उत्पन्न करता है। इस चरण का कार्यकाल 648 सेकंड का होगा। इस चरण का व्यास 4 मीटर तथा ऊंचाई 13.5 मीटर की होती है। इस चरण में दिशा निर्धारण के लिए इंजन जिम्बल कंट्रोल और रिएक्शन कंट्रोल सिस्टम्स का प्रयोग किया जाता है। इस चरण में कुल 28.6 टन क्रायो ईंधन का भराव हुआ है और यह अपनी उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर अग्रसर है। क्रायो चरण सबसे जटिल इंजन माना जाता है क्योंकि क्रायो ईंधन जैसे लिक्विड ऑक्सीजन जिसका कि बॉइलिंग पॉइंट -253 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड और लिक्विड ऑक्सीजन का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट -183 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड होता है। इस तापमान में ईंधन को तरल बनाए रखना और इनका कार्यान्वयन करना सबसे जटिल कार्य होता है, लेकिन भारत अब इसमें पूर्णतः स्वायत्ता प्राप्त कर चुका है। इस चरण को इसरो नोदक कॉम्प्लेक्स महेंद्रगिरी में तैयार तथा परीक्षित किया गया है।
The cryogenic stage.
All right, a major milestone therefore. ISRO LVM3-M6 has lifted off successfully carrying the BlueBird Block-2 spacecraft. Viewers, now slipping into a very short break, but don't go anywhere. We will continue the coverage on the launch after the break.
Okay, 2026, take notes. Manifesting. More bubbles, less troubles. For my little Miss Sunshine, tickles and giggles. Also wanna be a biker chick this time.
Allah, merci beaucoup.
And dear 2026, only love for my people and myself. To manifest my best life, nature's cosmic energy. Now mine, natural diamond intention pendants.
All right, welcome back viewers. Now let's take you to the live coverage of the launch of LVM3-M6, which is carrying the BlueBird Block-2 spacecraft.
और अपने उद्दिष्ट पथ की ओर अग्रसर है। LVM3-M6 के समर्पित वाणिज्यिक मिशन में यह उपग्रह ब्लूबर्ड ब्लॉक 2, जो कि अब तक का सबसे भारी संचार उपग्रह माना जा रहा है, यह लगभग 6100 किलोग्राम भारी है। यह उपग्रह निम्न पृथ्वी कक्षा में सीधे मोबाइल तक ब्रॉडबैंड कवरेज प्रदान करने में सक्षम है, जो वैश्विक रूप से दूरस्थ, ग्रामीण, समुद्री और असेवित क्षेत्रों के लिए लक्षित है। अंतरिक्ष प्रौद्योगिकी और मोबाइल की दुनिया में क्रांतिक तकनीक का प्रदर्शन करने वाला यह उपग्रह, इसे संयुक्त राज्य अमेरिका के AST SpaceMobile ने तैयार किया है। यह उपग्रहों का नक्षत्र तैयार करने जा रहे हैं, जिसकी मदद से मौजूदा स्मार्टफोन में किसी भी समय और दूरस्थ क्षेत्रों में भी इंटरनेट
All right, Dr. Selvamoorthy continues to stay with me on this. Dr. Selvamoorthy, LVM3-M6 is now successfully lifted off carrying the BlueBird Block-2 spacecraft. Help us understand what exactly is unfolding right now, the sequence of events, and what is expected next.
First of all, let me congratulate all the scientists, all the staff, and all the members of ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. You have brought many pride, honors, laurels to our country. This is yet another historic, important milestone in our Indian space missions. And this will also open up many opportunities for industries and from other countries to launch the satellites and the space assets from our launch vehicle. So congratulations to all those who are connected with this, including the industries who supply the subsystems, components, devices in all the missions. Because this is very, very important. Even in a launch, first is the propulsion, which is very important. Propulsion could be a liquid propulsion, solid propulsion, cryogenic propulsion. So this is indigenously now developed. So propulsion technology is very important to propel the spacecraft from ground to the different parts of the space. The other one is you need to have the materials, right? Materials to build these platforms, components, devices. So there's a lot of opportunities for startups, small entrepreneurs, MSMEs. So I see tremendous opportunity now. The space economy will broaden up with this kind of the commercial, US commercial satellite being launched here, looking at the accuracy, reliability, and also the cost effectiveness of our launch. You will find a number of countries rushing towards India to launch this. So that is yet another important opportunity. Then I see many students sitting there, the youngsters who are going to be the future leaders in space science and technology. So they will all be aspiring to become either entrepreneur, startup, or even a scientist in ISRO or related organizations and industries. So I see a lot of the space scientists coming from those who are sitting, and that will ignite their passion and also their junoon for getting into the space type of the endeavors, R&D endeavors, or entrepreneurship endeavors. And this new space policy, which the government of India has opened up to the private sector. So I must compliment our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, and also Dr. Jitendra Singh, who is the minister directly handling this Department of Space in the Prime Minister's office. So all these are direct impact. The motivation is gained by the political governance also is very important for success. Not only patronage, but being there all the time when they need. So these are all very, very important. Then you also need to have control, guidance, navigation, payload integration, payload separation accurately in that orbit. So this mission, what you have seen, it is like following a textbook. Once you decide an orbit or the path in which the spacecraft has to go, you can see that on the screen.
Yes.
That is moving precisely on this. So this again, the computed trajectory or the orbit, and this precisely matching with that shows the accuracy. And now it has to be separating into the orbit where it has to be placed. So this the big satellite, the BlueBird 6, will now be launched in the low Earth orbit,
Yes.
which is about 700 kilometers from the Earth. And you will see that precisely being launched over there. Then after launching there, reaching that orbit, now the phased array antenna have to open up precisely because it opens in different stages. So you will also see that because that is the functional aspect. And now how these are packed inside, so it has to be very precise, not too much of compact packing. So the heavy lift, the launch vehicle LVM3 provides that opportunity. And now you will see the operationalizing the space asset, which is going as a satellite into space, the BlueBird 6. So these are many advantages this type of mission will give. And also it will bring a diplomatic relationship with many countries who will come, not only revenue generation, even the budget of ISRO may be met from the revenue generated. Because the NSIL now will start generating revenue for the country, that too from foreign exchange, in form of the foreign exchange. So there's got an economic impact, and also the employment generation and the space economy growing, and the data which is coming from satellite, how would you convert them into a knowledge by developing apps? So I see tremendous the positive impact such kind of huge historic the space missions will bring to our country. So again, kudos to the space scientists, and this is yet another very, very important milestone in our Indian space the history.
Right, Dr. Salamurthy, clearly a major boost for ISRO's commercial future as well. We're looking where more clients could come in. In this market, we are cementing essentially our position. But I want to ask you, because you were talking about the achievements we've had in the space industry. ISRO has had over 200, in fact, successful space missions in just this year. Right from first in space docking to Nisar to first ISRO astronaut going to ISS. We've had a good year, sir. So in your assessment, how do you look at this year and the achievements we've had in this sector?
See, the whole history of ISRO, the last 10 years has seen exponential growth. In this present government of India with our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji and Dr. Jitendra Singh, the Minister, giving special interest. In fact, Prime Minister was there in ISRO looking at their roadmap for the next about 25-30 years, including International Space Station, which we are going to establish, and the Gaganyaan mission. So these are all very, very important for boosting the morale of our the ISRO scientists. So I see a great future for Indian the space sojourn. And also we have perfected many technologies, which is important. So one side, you develop the technology prowessness, and ISRO now is connecting with institutions like even I work in Amity University as the president, and we have signed the MOU with them. So we are having Amity Institute of Space Science and Technology, where we churn out the future global citizens who will become leaders in space science and technology. So like this, academic institutions will also churn out the human resource for working in ISRO, working in DRDO, working in the armed forces, dealing with the space communication, working in the communication industries, both in telecommunication as well as the communication for data communication. So I see this impact which is going to be very, very huge. And this will also boost the morale of our ISRO scientists, because these are the ones for a scientist like me, that once you see your mission getting successful, that gives immense satisfaction and morale booster for us to launch into much complex missions. And ISRO has perfected all the technologies, right from the materials, propulsion, control, guidance, navigation, payload separation, payload integration, separation, and also maintaining the assets. And we are looking at now artificial intelligence, quantum communication, quantum computing for space application. So there are new approaches, artificial intelligence, how we can use it.
Right.
In fact, so these are some new initiatives which will be coming, and I see the chairman ISRO, Dr. Narayanan, congratulating all the scientists. So this organization has been led by many top scientists of the country, and certainly this ISRO will achieve many new pinnacles in the years to come. And 2025 has been an excellent year for the ISRO. And you mentioned so many success stories, and the one is our Subhanshu Shukla,
Yes.
Group Captain Subhanshu Shukla, participating in space, being the first Indian to be in this International Space Station, and the second one to be in space. So,
Right. Clearly, Dr. Selvamoorthy, we've had a great year and a great moment right now. India has successfully launched the heaviest rocket with the US satellite BlueBird Block-2 mission on board, and we're looking at a great year ahead as well. In fact, on that point, Dr. Selvamoorthy, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you and sharing your inputs on this. And now, viewers, many congratulations first to Indian scientists on this launch, and now slipping into a very short break, but don't go anywhere. News and developments continue on the other side.
सर वाटर प्रूफिंग के लिए बेस्ट है।
वेंकी जी, एक छोटा सा गिफ्ट बिरला ओपस अश्योरेंस देने के लिए।
ऐसा क्या है इसमें?
1 साल में वाटर प्रूफिंग को कुछ भी हुआ तो वापस करके देंगे।
वापस करके देंगे?
वो भी फ्री। पेंटिंग में पहली बार बिरला ओपस अश्योरेंस। रजिस्टर करो birlaopus.com पर। Okay, 2026, take notes. Manifesting. More bubbles, less troubles. For my little Miss Sunshine, tickles and giggles. Also want to be a biker chick this time.
Allah, merci beaucoup.
And dear 2026, only love for my people and myself. To manifest my best life, nature's cosmic energy. Now mine, natural diamond intention pendants.
Hi everyone, speaking to this episode of Pastry here at News9. Again with us here in our studios, not for Tanvi, this time for Bhai, a whole different genre. My favorite, everybody's favorite, Karan Tacker. Welcome back, Karan. How are you